Santino here, and can you believe the rate at which the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast is growing? It's incredible. It's going to be the biggest thing in the world. It's going to take over the internet universe. Like and subscribe, comment, follow them for all the latest episodes. Trust me, you want to get in now while it's early because it's straight to the top, baby. Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. It's number one. Crash and Burn.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the fastest rising podcast in all of professional wrestling. We are talking about the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Tonight, we are going in our time machines. Me, Lucas, and AJ are traveling across the Crash and Burn time machine, and we're going all the way to April 3rd, 2005, and to WrestleMania 21, which WrestleMania went Hollywood at that Mania. And it was definitely an eventful show. Definitely one of my top 3 WrestleManias of all time. Definitely a WrestleMania to watch and live the memory for. Very excited to review this Mania. Definitely a lot of action-packed matches and a couple of good segments, and and a great Hall of Fame class that year. So, so let's start off with the guy with the Carolina Panthers hat, Lucas.
Yes. Today we did WrestleMania 21. This is WrestleMania going to Hollywood. So with this one, I definitely am excited with this one. I think this one is one of my favorites. One of the things we don't really talk about it as much now because with the Royal Rumble, when the last 2 Royal Rumble that was in that year at the same time won the title. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to do this episode, and let's get into it.
All right. Last but not least, let's welcome the rated A superstar, AJ Anzalone.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the fastest rising podcast of all professional fucking wrestling, the Crash and fucking Burn Wrestling Podcast, where we're reviewing WrestleMania 21, baby.
Okay. You guys ready to start out with a pre-show match?
Yes.
Here we go. Booker T wins the 30-man interpromotional battle royal by last eliminating Masters.
Yeah. Sucker?
What?
He did that, sucker?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the other participants that were in the match were Paul London, Heidenreich, Spike Dudley, Nunzio, Funaki, Doug Basham, Danny Basham, Orlando Jordan, Mark Jindrak, Luther Reigns, Scotty Tuhati, Hardcore Holly, Charlie Haas, Billy Kidman, Akio, Simon Dean, William Regal, Tajiri, Rob Conway, Sylvan Grenier, Snitsky, The Hurricane, Rosie, Viscera, Rhino, Val Venus, Tyson Tomko, and Maven. Also, if you didn't know, one of my friends is actually good friends with Mark Jindrak.
Nice, bro.
Yeah. So my thoughts, I think Booker T was the most high-rated star in that match, and I think Booker T actually was the right guy to win the Battle Royal. Not much to say about that. I do miss the interpromotional Battle Royals at WrestleMania, but we have that at Survivor Series. But, we're not going to have an Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal this year from what I've heard. We're going to have it like the week before WrestleMania, which is absolute bullshit because that's why WrestleMania is going down the absolute shitter. So, Lucas, let's start.
Not much to say about this. I've not really seen this. I think I've never seen this match, so not much to say about this. But Booker T was a high profile star around time. I think he was about to end his contract at WWE. I believe. I think it was in that time.
No, like 2007, he left. I think after Triple H beat him at SummerSlam. This was before his heel turn.
Oh yeah, this is before he
when
he
got traded to SmackDown. And
this is before he turned on Rey Mysterio. Oh god.
Yes.
I fucking hate him for that. I fucking hate him.
for that. Oh God. Yeah, no, it was Ciampa that turned on him, and Booker T wanted. Oh God, I remember that shit. Oh God, I remember that. I hate that. But yeah, let me say about it, honestly. So yeah.
Okay. AJ.
Overall, it's an alright battle royal. Booker T, of course, the winner, and great move from WWE to make that guy win. Man, that's the only reliable star that was in that match, to be honest. So yeah,
I had some decent mid-carders in there, but
like there
Yeah.
was a lot of stars in that match that was really underrated in WWE. Like,
you had William Regal, you had Rhino, you had the Hurricane, you had
yeah, you also had like guys
Scotty.
gettable nowadays, like Mark Gingerat.
Like Dudley.
The roster was freaking cool at the time.
I know. There was like so much stars that could have had potential, but WWE fucked
Very
them up.
underrated roster. Very underrated.
Yeah, like Luther Reigns, he could have been something.
The roster was underrated in 2005.
I
Mhm.
agree.
All right. Next, are you guys ready for the way
Yes.
the puck shoots up in the air?
Yes,
We're
here
ready
we
to
go.
kick off.
This is the match I want to
WrestleMania
talk
is
about.
going Hollywood in Los Angeles in the Staples Center. The fans are getting loud, getting their signs up. And I am freaking glad this kicked off the show. And it was definitely deserving to have it at WrestleMania. Rey Mysterio defeated Eddie Guerrero.
I want to talk about this one.
Who defeated?
All right.
Oh, Rey Mysterio defeated
Rey
Eddie.
Mysterio defeated Eddie Guerrero. Oh, man,
Oh.
what a match that was.
That was a
I'm
great.
telling you.
That was a great match.
That was an incredible match. The match was 13 minutes, but still, incredible match. You had them both as the tag team champions at the time. You've had a bunch of historic matches with them, like with WCW at Halloween Havoc in 2005.
His best.
Even though, good fact, you have Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero at Mania 21 on 2K22.
Yeah. That's a great way to
I
live.
think that was definitely deserving to be on the showcase with Mysterio and Eddie. I think, Ray had that blue gear, I think. Was it blue? It was some kind of mixture.
He had a blue tank, no, not blue, a black tank top, and he had a white and gold mask. And he kept on like having his mask kept messing up, so you have to keep adjusting his mask.
Mhm.
I remember that. He kept adjusting his mask.
I did love the spot where Ray jumps out of the ropes and lands on top of Eddie.
Oh yes, that was cool as hell.
That was freaking incredible. And the sad part is that was Eddie Guerrero's last ever WrestleMania match.
And it was rightfully appropriate too, because that was his best opponent, honestly.
And he died that year.
Yep, he died that year too. Yeah, his last match, I think it was Mr. Candy.
If Eddie Guerrero was ever had a chance, I think his last opponent ever should be Rey Mysterio.
It should have been Rey Mysterio, with no doubt.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just go ahead and go with this one.
But yeah, definitely the moves in this performance, I think all the spots in the match were just great. And I did love the spot where Ray hits him 619, jumps off the ropes, Hurricane Rana holds onto the leg. 1, 2, 3, Ray wins. So Lucas, go.
So with this match, I think they have matches before this where Eddie Guerrero and Ray had friendly matches, and the first time I think Ray won twice, I believe, and Eddie Guerrero tried to cheat to win it. And it was like the ref was like, "Eddie, you have the title?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "No." And he tried to hide it, and he was like, "That was a fun one." I think on SmackDown, that was a fun one. But with this match at WrestleMania 21, after looking at this from 2K22 and also looking at this in real life too, what a great opener, dude. A great opener. Rey Mysterio came out with that sick gear. Too bad his mask, I think, was too small or too big for him because he kept on adjusting his mask every single 2 seconds. But near from that, there's some cool spots in there. Rey Mysterio with that Hurricane Run at the end, that was sick AF. I think Rey Mysterio had that crossbody, I think, a Crusher crossbody or something like that. That was also cool as well. Like he tore that thing up. Like Rey Mysterio 2005 to 2007 or 2008, he was on peak. He was on his peak, honestly, because the way he was athletic, and yes, he still is to this day. But he kind of, all the injuries he have, it kind of devoured down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Ray does have a bad knee.
Yeah, he has bad knees. Cause I think it started with Chavo, but he had a match with Chavo, I think.
When he whacked the chair on his knee when he was hung up on that pole.
Yeah, that was actually a good rivalry too. But this match was awesome, and I really think, I think honestly, I'm gonna say they both have their best matches. Eddie and Ray have their best matches against each other. That they know each other from the palm of their hands. And look at the match with Halloween Havoc. They knew each other from the palm of their hands. And fun fact about that match, Eddie was supposed to win that match with Halloween Havoc. But he didn't. He was supposed to win that match. But he gave it to Ray because around that time, Ray didn't want to remove his mask. And he didn't want to reveal his identity. Because WCW around that time, they had a reputation of being masked off from luchadors. Like Prudon Guerrero, for example. And Ray didn't want to do that. He wanted to keep his identity. And Eddie was like, I'll give him that. And that was a great match. That was Rey Mysterio to Eddie's probably best match in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and those are the two biggest Latino inspirations in our sport.
Exactly. I think Ray and Eddie have are honestly the people that brought Lucha Libre to the American culture, and they really brought that global, and I really thank Ray for that. So great match, but Ray, next time have a mask that fits your face, not adjusting it every 2 seconds.
His mask now look tighter.
Yeah, it should be more looser in my opinion. Oh well.
I grew up with the loose mask Ray, so.
I grew up with that too. And that Ray was honestly that goes a good way. I'm glad I added that in the game too as well. But yeah, my different version of Rey Mysterio.
AJ.
Man.
Is your camera on?
It's on now.
Okay, buddy.
Oh man. Ray and Eddie fucking killed it. Even though it was 13 minutes. Oh my god, dude. One of the best matches of the night, man. I really enjoyed it overall. And wow. It might be better than Halloween Havoc, bro. It just proves that both men.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, but anyway, Eddie and Ray killed it at WrestleMania, and I'm glad this was Eddie's. I would have loved for Eddie to get another WrestleMania moment, but I'm actually glad that Eddie had a good WrestleMania match with Rey Mysterio before he passed.
Had a WrestleMania moment.
He had a WrestleMania moment last year.
He beat Kurt Angle for the freaking wait, no. He beat Kurt Angle at WrestleMania. Is that a WrestleMania moment?
Yes.
Yeah, and he came out with that one guy.
That loose shoe.
Yeah, man. But anyways, great match. I enjoyed it. Move on.
Okay. All right, next match. The first ever Money in the Bank ladder match. Edge defeated Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Christian, Kane, and Shelton Benjamin in a Money in the Bank ladder match.
Wait, what? I can't
wow. That was a good match. That definitely had to be, even though it was a good 15 minutes to watch, that was definitely one of the greatest Money in the Bank ladder matches I've ever seen. To me, in my opinion, I think Edge was the right person to win the Money in the Bank ladder match, in my opinion. Because, Edge just turned heel. That gave him a fresh start to becoming a top star in the WWE. It took him all these months to grow to become WWE champion. Edge building his rated R superstar gimmick. Seeing Edge turn heel after teaming up with Christian and being in mid-card all this time, you made it work. And as of the spots in this match, if you notice, Chris Benoit actually had a separated shoulder in that match, I think.
Yeah, I saw that. Not that.
Like you should see, like Benoit was lifting up the ladder like this. Benoit was like struggling with all of his might trying to get the ladder up.
Oh.
And, even with a separated shoulder, he jumps on top of the ladder, does a diving headbutt onto Kane in the match.
I'm surprised he still did that.
He even did a crossface to Edge and Kane, even though there was no submissions in the match. You had to climb the ladder and grab the briefcase. You had Shelton Benjamin do this awesome spot in the match where he
when he climbed the ladder and clotheslined him?
Climbs the ladder, clotheslines Jericho. Jericho's knocked out. I think it was Kane that did it. Kane literally threw Christian on top of Tomko. And, Tomko puts Christian on his shoulders, picks him up. Christian tries to reach for the briefcase. No use. Shelton Benjamin even does this spinning neck breaker on the Edge on top of the ladder. Edge is knocked out. I don't know any spots Jericho's done in the match. I think there was one spot.
Also Jericho on top of the ladder? Oh, that was a couple years later.
Yeah. Especially, I did like the part when everyone climbs up for the briefcase, just beating the hell out of each other.
Yeah, I always love that from Money in the Bank ladder matches. I always love that.
Mm-hmm. And especially my favorite, definitely the part that got me in emotion, was when Edge had a steel chair, shot Benoit on the shoulder, knocks him down, rolling. Benoit screams and screams and screams. And then Edge climbs up, grabs the briefcase. Incredible match. I thought that was the opening match at WrestleMania for some reason. I keep forgetting that was the second match. I keep thinking that's the opening, but it's not. But definitely an incredible Money in the Bank ladder match, especially Edge winning it. Benoit would have been a good Money in the Bank winner. Jericho at least deserved one of them, but
yeah, Jericho deserves
at least like 2016. Jericho was the creator of the Money in the Bank ladder match. It would have made sense at least for him to win at least one. He could have won in 2016, but you had Dean Ambrose win it, and that was understandable because all the Shield members were Money in the Bank winner, held the WWE title all in one night, but I'm not going to get into that. But, yeah, definitely an awesome match. AJ.
Oh, man. This was actually a great match, bro. Right guy to win that match, and I'm glad Edge was WWE champion at the beginning of 2006, bro. Like that was a great move from WWE, and I'm glad they actually did that for Edge. Good for Edge.
Lucas.
Yeah. So with that one, I love that match. Honestly, I remember the entrance where Kane had the ladders on fire.
Yes,
that was cool as hell.
Jericho running after him when he's halfway making it to the ring.
Yes, he did. Yeah, Kane had the evil smile. That fucking scared me as a child. That fucking scared me. But yeah, dude, I want to say this. Kane around that time should have been world champion. He should have been. But with that being said, the match was awesome. Well, it was introduced and it well delivered, honestly. And with this was so measured that clothesline, I was shocked how athletic he is. Hell, I think he should have won for 2008, 2007, around that time, whatever the WrestleMania 24 when he went after Monday Bank. I think he should have won that, in my opinion, because the way he wrestles, I really think is very underrated. The way he does, I really think so.
Yeah.
And with Edge, turning heel and start this new heel gimmick, the rise of the Radar Superstar. It was a good move. And then around January, he cashed in about time, and then before that, he got with Lita around that time as well. From Matt Hardy, everyone knows that incident. I really that was honestly the one of the shocking incidents that happened around that time, because that was a real life shit that happened too. But that was a good rivalry no matter what.
That was real life shit. That was real life shit.
Yeah, that was real life too. Yeah, I didn't know. Around that time, I didn't know Matt and Lita were dating. But then Edge is like, Mr. Steal Your Girl, boom. But
Lita was married to Kane. Lita, Matt Hardy and Kane had that rivalry, and then Lita had to marry Kane, and then Lita went from Kane to Edge.
yeah, and Lita was passed around. But I would say this, like, this is one of the better matches that happened, and well, actually, a lot of matches that were pretty good. Actually, now thinking about that, but I really think with this match, I think they killed it because the way the Edge won it and the way Edge solidified himself as a heel, but not like that, but as a star as well. Like he was starting to be as well. Then he won it from John Cena of all people. 2006, John Cena, prime John Cena. But yeah, great match overall, and Edge deserved to win that.
All right. Next match. Here we go. The Undertaker defeated Randy Orton to go 13-0 at WrestleMania.
This is the match I want to talk about. Here we go.
Yes. Definitely an incredible match. It's always classic to have the Druids come out in the match. Glad the Druids come out, and I hope they do the same. I hope when they introduce Undertaker in the Hall of Fame and WrestleMania Day, have the Druids come out and walk him to the ring.
Oh, what you should do, you should have the Druids, and then like one night, and then Undertaker the motorcycle in the other night.
And Paul Bear's urn.
Yes, please do Paul Bear's urn.
Do the
Paul
Druids
Bear
Hall of Fame
elevate his career.
Yeah, and then do Paul Bear's urn at Mania Day.
Yeah, like have it on the stand. Like have it like.
Oh yes.
Yes, and
That actually kind of accurate.
Yes,
actually.
the fact that Undertaker and Randy Orton had this incredible match. I did like a lot of the spots, especially I did, when when they were like the referee gets knocked out, and then and then you have Cowboy Bob Orton whack his cast on the Undertaker because Cowboy Bob Orton had the cast on his hand, and and then you do have Undertaker literally choke slam Randy Orton, and then Randy Orton reverses it into an RKO. That was one of the best spots in that match.
Yeah, that was the coolest spot in the match.
And I do, especially when you have Randy Orton known as the Legend Killer, the Battle of the Legend and the Legend Killer. Because, Randy Orton has the victims of those, have like Mick Foley, the Fabulous Moolah, Harley Race, RVD, all these other legends in WWE. And Randy Orton just destroys them. And then you have The Undertaker, your biggest challenge yet. And this was literally, I think, when Randy Orton was headed to SmackDown after losing to Triple H for the heavyweight title.
Yep.
And you do have the match continue, and then you have the match go on, and I think Randy, and then you have when Undertaker was aiming for the last ride, and then Randy Orton gets out of it, and then I think Randy Orton tried to aim for the tombstone, and then Undertaker flips him over, and then Taker hits the tombstone. 1, 2, 3. Undertaker wins. I'm glad Randy Orton was one of the victims of Undertaker's streak. It would have been all right for Randy Orton to break. It would have been cool. I mean, you would have had to make Randy Orton be one of the most over guy of that era if he broke Undertaker's streak.
Yeah, he would.
But it didn't happen. It would have been cool for him to break the streak, but Taker was not ready to break the streak. You were going 13-0. And I think that was a great way. Continue the streak. Lucas, go on.
Yeah, so with this match, this is the start of the Legend Killer. The Legend Killer Randy Orton. And let me tell you, this rivalry of Undertaker and Randy Orton, holy shit, what a rivalry that was. So this started with Randy Orton slapped the Undertaker in the face. And Undertaker did all these magical powers. He rolled Isaac. Randy Orton had the fear of God with them. And they had a match at WrestleMania. Great fucking match. The chokeslam to an RKO, that was awesome, and the ending sequence was awesome as well. Like great fucking match, and then the rivalry to this was awesome as well. You know, even after that, they still had the rivalry where Randy Orton with Undertaker. Randy Orton tried to kill the Undertaker, and have the limo try to run him over, try to kill him with it, and Undertaker goes like, "You can't kill what's already dead." And then he played all his mind games with him. The bloody cowboy about Orton, Undertaker in the mirror, and Undertaker possessed Josh Matthews. Yes. And all these things went to hell in a cell.
How about when Randy Orton and Bob Orton burned Undertaker in the casket?
Yeah, I mean, he burned him in the casket too. Yeah, this is when he tried to burn him in the casket too, and a couple months he was gone, I think, and the Survivor Series he came back. Like, let me tell you about the Undertaker. You cannot kill the dead man. You can try what you want with the dead man, but you cannot kill the dead man. Cannot kill the dead man. But with that being said, the rivalry to this match, the Hell in a Cell match they had, like Armageddon, was fucking sick. And with that being said, the rivalry was cool. And Randy Orton, like, around that time being the West Killer, I think he legit deserved the credit he did around that time. Going against people like Mick Foley, Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle, and Jeff Hardy, for example, as well, in 2008. And Triple H as well. So even though the WrestleMania match sucked, but we're not getting into that. But yeah, great fucking match and the great fucking rivalry too. The start of one of the greatest rivalries, I think, in the Ruthless Aggression era.
All right, definitely one. Oh shush. Okay. Yeah, definitely one of the greatest rivalries in that era with Orton and Taker. AJ, you want to go?
Oh, yes, please. Great match, great storytelling, and I really loved this match.
All right, you guys ready for the next match, Lucas?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Trish Stratus defeated Christy Hemme for the Women's Championship in 4 minutes, AJ.
Oh, bullshit.
Christy Hemme is underrated, and she is definitely one of the most forgettable women in the WWE.
Exactly.
Christy Hemme just recently became in the Playboy magazine at that time. And then you have her cut a promo, and then Trish Stratus, I think, was heel at the time, spray paints on the poster, beats up Christy Hemme, and then in spray paint writes slut.
What?
Yeah, Trish actually did that on Christy Hemme's back.
Spray painted slut. That's kind of fucked up.
You could do that at the time, but now at this area you can't. But adding to that though, with Christy Hemme and Trish Stratus, this all continued until, Christy Hemme said, "Hey, here's the person who's teaching me how to wrestle. You know her pretty well." Lita comes out. They have their match at Mania. Christy Hemme had a bunch of hope that she would win that match, but sadly she did not. Out of one shit kick, it was over because they probably didn't do it because Christy Hemme wasn't ready or good enough to claim the title, which Trish Stratus is a definitely true icon in women's wrestling.
Exactly.
But Christy Hemme would have had a great moment in her career of winning that title, but didn't happen. AJ, you want to go?
Yes. This match sucked. 4 minutes. Yes. Okay, you know what? 4 fucking minutes. Why? Why, dude? Why? You gave these ladies only 4 minutes in a match? Well, because the men things, it's a piss break match. But god damn it, bro. I hate WWE for doing this. Making ladies wrestle for only 4 minutes, which that is absolutely bullshit.
There was no pillow fight matches at that Mania, so that makes me a little mad.
God, it sucked. It was pretty much the weakest match of the night. I'm sorry. That was bad.
The
Really?
weakest? The weakest? Oh.
The weakest?
Oh.
No. The weakest is going to come soon, and you're going to rant even more.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
All right.
Hey, AJ.
Lucas, you want to go before AJ's temper blows?
Yeah, he's gonna blow up. God. God, you sound like constipated. God, you need to take a shit?
No.
Anyways. But not much to say about this. Don't really care much about this. Let's move on.
All right.
I got
Next match. All right. Kurt Angle defeated Shawn Michaels. Match of the
here we
night.
go.
Here we go.
Yes.
This was incredible. Both stars, both icons having their match at WrestleMania. This match was a 5-star match. This is a real 5-star match with Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels. One of the biggest upsets in WrestleMania history. With that, it all started as Shawn Michaels got Kurt Angle out of the Royal Rumble. Kurt Angle gets Shawn Michaels out of the Royal Rumble. Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle from SmackDown, Shawn Michaels from Raw. Kurt Angle even put Sensational Sherry in an ankle lock. If you remember that, Lucas.
Yes, I remember that.
Kurt saying, "I'm just a sexy Kurt. Sexy Kurt. I'll make your ankle hurt."
Ankle hurt. I'm
Freaking
just
love
your
that
sexy
segment.
Kurt. Sexy Kurt.
He'll make your ankle hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Ankle lock. Referees get them out of there. Shawn Michaels even interfered on SmackDown once, attacking Angle, and also as they have their match at WrestleMania. Here we go. Shawn Michaels WrestleMania gear. Never bad. Great WrestleMania gear he had.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember the gear he had. That was sick.
That was nice gear that he had. Kurt Angle, they definitely have the incredible spots during their match. You know, I love their spots. Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle, you know, Michaels headlock takeovers. I love how Michaels takes him down, puts him in a headlock. A lot of chain throughout that match. Shawn Michaels jumps out, cross bodies Kurt Angle on the announce table. Announce table never breaks. I am telling you, as that shows, Kurt Angle was definitely the true heel, and Michaels was the babyface because Michaels was getting his shine and his hope in that match.
Mm-hmm.
You have Kurt Angle literally putting him in the ankle lock. Shawn Michaels trying to get out of that ankle lock. It's no use. Incredible. Kurt Angle holds on to that leg when Michaels, every time he tries to turn and reverse it. Angle still holds that lock. This was twice when they tried it. They even had this big spot. Sweet chin music. 1, 2, kicks out. Kurt Angle kicked out at 2 3/4. And it literally took at least 3 minutes for Kurt Angle to put him in that ankle lock, turn him all around that ring, trying to hold on, keeps holding on to the ankle. Michaels does this, AJ.
Tapped out.
That was a shocker. Shawn Michaels might have had a dead ankle after that match.
Maybe.
Yeah, Michaels' ankle would have been dead. But definitely, this was one of the biggest upsets in WrestleMania history. I'm sorry. This is probably in my top 5 favorite WrestleMania matches. 2 of the biggest inspirations to me in that match. So, I'm going to start with AJ.
great fucking match, dude. Everything from the storytelling, the match
Oh, the
itself.
storytelling, great. They told an amazing story.
It was
amazing story.
WWE, take some fucking notes because that was great.
That
I hate WWE the way it is right now. I really do. And I hope WWE brings something that makes the fans happy again. But look, it's not going to happen, obviously, because of Nick Khan and John Laurinaitis and the USA Network deal and some shit. Anyways, it's just frustrating watch WWE. Anyway, this match, fucking great. Best match of the night.
definitely would have been a good main event material, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Oh, here we go. This is no doubt a 5-star match. No doubt a 5-star match these two just had. Let's start off the Royal Rumble. I wish they had like Royal Rumble to WrestleMania like storylines. You know? Like have those storyline matches and have that WrestleMania. Like, I miss those times, man. I really do miss those times where they have like the WrestleMania matches, like during the Royal Rumble rivalry. Like, I miss those times. I really did miss those times. But with that being said, the Kurt Angle did avalanche angle slam.
oh my god, that angle slam was incredible.
That was incredible. The Kurt Angle around that time, 2005, 2006, was at his peak. And Cena Angle was at his fucking peak. Like, he had great matches with Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, Shawn Michaels, Eddie Guerrero. And with that being said, the match, like, really to me, honestly, was a 5-star match. And Shawn Michaels really tried to get out of ankle lock, but he just couldn't. Like, if he wouldn't, like, been defiant, his ankle wouldn't snap in an instant. But, with that being said, Kurt Angle, no doubt, one of the best, like, heel wrestlers around that time. Shawn Michaels is Mr. WrestleMania. I think he's one of the best performers in the ring of all time, in my opinion. I really think he is. Look at the matches he had with hell, he Mrs. McMahon, for example, with John Cena, with Ric Flair, Undertaker. Look at the matches he had with Chris Jericho. And with that
Michael's best match definitely had to be the Iron Man match with Bret Hart.
Definitely. Bret Hart as well. Like, he is Mr. WrestleMania for a reason. Because he doesn't win the matches, but the way he performs, they're the reason why he's Mr. WrestleMania for a reason. All right, let's get on to the rant match. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Before we do that, let's talk about the Piper's Pit with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, shit. I forgot about this.
That was actually a fun segment. You have Piper and Stone Cold starting to argue. Piper gets inducted in the Hall of Fame that year. Piper has his attitude and Stone Cold has his attitude. Then Carlito comes out because Carlito had a great character. Carlito comes out. He gets an apple. Karate Piper steals the apple, chews it, spits him in the face. Carlito beats the shit out of him. Stone Cold goes, stunners Carlito. Piper and Stone Cold have their beer moment and stunner. So, Lucas, you want to go?
Where he's going?
You want to go? Give your thoughts on the segment.
I forgot about this segment. So honestly, with that being said, it's kind of Stone Cold. Like, if you take a beer, either you got a good celebration, or your ass is getting stunned. There's no if or ands but with it. So with that being said, good segment. So we're just about that. Not really say much about that. I didn't watch the segment as much as I used to. But great segment, though. Great insane segment.
Okay. AJ.
This was a good segment. I really enjoyed it. And I'm glad that Stone Cold gave someone a stun at Mania of the crowd, of course. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it.
All right, guys, here we go.
Oh, no.
All right. You ready, Lucas?
Sumo match. Here we go.
Akibano defeated the Big Show in a sumo match
Oh,
in 1
hell
minute.
What?
1
Yeah.
minute, Akibano beat the Big Show
What?
in a sumo match.
1 minute?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Here we go. I'm going to tell you, very silly to have this at WrestleMania. Because, you know, what was the point of doing it? You know, sumo wrestling's cool, but whoever thought Big Show would be a sumo wrestler? Look at him. He had his tighty whities, his ass hanging out,
Yeah.
and he got his ass kicked. I'm going to tell you, it was kind of silly. I'm not going to really hate on it, but there was no point of even having the match as long as they had like someone come out and get their ass kicked. But you did have that earlier in the night as well. You had 2 segments of that. But we're going to go with Lucas to start it off.
Oh, fun. Here we go. Pointless. Fucking pointless shit. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, why would you have a sumo match? Big Show's not even sumo. I know he's big, whatever, but he's not sumo. He's not ready, you know? But I don't know. The match wasn't even a match. So fuck it.
All they did was throw powder in the ring.
Yeah, basically, they cut the rope. It was basically humiliated, and that was one of the most embarrassing WrestleMania, in my opinion. So, nothing to say about that, but what the fuck?
AJ.
Why? What was the fucking point? Oh, let me guess. Big Show didn't have a title opportunity. No! You barely did shit after that! What the hell, man? I mean, sumo wrestling is cool and all, but why? Why on a fucking wrestling show?
At WrestleMania.
Especially WrestleMania. That has to be the most complete joke. That has to be a joke. Are you serious right now? Fuck you. Next match. Oh,
We're gonna go through this segment earlier.
I'm glad this shit dies after this, because after they haven't used like sumo wrestlers until like 2018 at the Greatest Royal Rumble, which is all right. But the only
sumo.
They did that because of they wanted to have Yokozuna, but obviously they couldn't do that.
Hiroshi Sumi, but Yokozuna's dead.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's just, god damn it, I hated it. And I'm glad this match it's no longer existed in WWE anymore. This match type. Anyways, moving on. Fuck this match. Next match.
All right. We're going to talk about the segment earlier in the night. And that was when Eugene came out, cut a promo, and said, I'm at WrestleMania! This is my second favorite WrestleMania moment of all time. Being in WrestleMania. But my favorite WrestleMania moment was when King Kong Bundy body slammed a bunch of midgets, and then the midgets had an army, and they beat up King Kong Bundy.
I remember.
And then Muhammad Hassan and Shawn Daivari come out, going after Eugene for no reason, even though Eugene had an injury. Muhammad Hassan gets all pissed at him, saying, oh, you know why I'm out here? You know why I'm angry? And Eugene's probably like, you don't like midgets?
Damn.
And then Muhammad Hassan was like, no, it's because I never had my WrestleMania match or But dude, you were eliminated earlier in the night.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, oh, I'm undefeated. Then Shawn Daivari and Muhammad Hassan attack Eugene. And then after Eugene gets his ass beat, Hulk Hogan comes out,
Oh!
beats up Muhammad Hassan and Shawn Davari, and then Hulkamania goes wild, brother.
Oh my
And
god!
Hulk Hogan just gets the crowd hyped and over, and Hulk Hogan goes.
Okay, I'm gonna rant about this one too.
All right, Lucas, you go. AJ's going last.
Alright. Oh, hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
With that being said, I thought it was actually an entertaining segment.
It was.
I really think, in my opinion, I think, having that and the whole comes out, the crowd pop, and, it was the end of it, but it was actually entertainment to me. Now, I
Entertainment.
go to this day. Yeah.
AJ.
My god! Okay, first of all, the segment is cool and all, but why fucking Hulk Hogan out there? That man doesn't need another WrestleMania moment. That man didn't need it. But they had to book him every single WrestleMania. Why, dude? Why? Okay, first of all, I understand he's a legend and all, but I hate the real life Hulk Hogan. Real piece of shit.
I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man.
Okay, actually, that song's pretty decent, but it's only because of Hulk Hogan. But god damn it. I understand he's a legend and all, and people can say like he's one of the greatest of all time. He's really not, dude. All he does is like a body slam and then a leg drop. That's pretty much his move set.
And he gets punched and he doesn't feel it. That's why I love Hulk Hogan.
Oh my! Just Hulk Hogan makes me cringe. Okay. I understand he's a legend. He's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. But god damn it, I really hate Hulk Hogan in real life.
Hope Evan doesn't see this.
Well, he might.
Hold on, AJ.
Okay, first of all, Eugene coming out was cool, but that gimmick was very controversial, bro.
It wasn't bad. At least Eugene had a character.
I know, but it was kind of
controversial.
Yeah, it's basically based on like autism and learning.
He was like that special needs person.
Yeah, like, and then like as soon as he turned heel, he said, "I'm special. I'm special."
Eugene was heel at one point. I forgot.
Yeah, he was, and then like he got traded to SmackDown, and then pretty much got forgotten and got released.
And his career died out, and he got released.
Yep. Yeah. Anyways, but oh my god,
and Muhammad haircut that died his
very
career.
Underrated. He was very underrated until Undertaker until he ruined it for himself, like because he tried to choke out the Undertaker and some shit, and then WWE pretty much fumbled the bag with him and pretty much released him. So yeah, there goes that here, and now he's a school principal.
Eugene?
No, Muhammad Hassan.
Oh, that's right. Yes, he is, because I have him friended on Facebook.
Yeah. Anyways, but
Eugene's actually retiring. If you didn't.
Overall, great segment, but Hulk Hogan ruined it. I really hated it. Anyways, moving on.
Lucas, did you go?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next match. John Cena defeats JBL for the WWE Championship.
Yes.
Yes. This pros. This was a very good match. The build-up, incredible. John Cena wins the 8-man tournament by beating Kurt Angle to fight JBL for the WWE title. John Cena was an incredible performer as the Doctor of Thugonomics. Has all these great segments. John Cena loses the title to Orlando Jordan. John Cena and JBL have these badass segments with, John Cena even AA Teddy Long on an episode of SmackDown. They even have the great contract signing where John Cena pours a gallon of water in JBL's hat and puts it over top of him.
Oh, that was a great sight.
Especially, having security involved, of them brawling each other. And then here we go, WrestleMania. The cops even come in with JBL in that entrance because I think police got involved on the last segment they had on SmackDown. And JBL and John Cena have their matches. JBL comes in with his great WrestleMania entrance, and before then, John Cena spray painted his limo and popped the tire. So I think this is when John Cena debuted his "Time Is Now" theme song, or
Yep.
not?
Yes.
Oh, it was. I forget. And that leads to one of the most famous theme songs in WWE history. But yeah, definitely a match for the ages. Definitely incredible spots in the match. And I do think it was a historic moment, especially when John Cena only took him one AA to get JBL to get defeated. And I think John Cena getting over and becoming a rising star, that was a great way to get Cena over, as JBL had one of the longest title reigns in 10 years.
It was in 200.
Knowing how JBL was this most unstoppable heel, carried SmackDown to the limit, takes the title off JBL, best way to get him over. And that's when John Cena gets traded to Raw and debuts the spinner belt. And definitely memorable moment of that night is when John Cena wins the title and jumps into the crowd and people are just pointing at him, just screaming out of their lungs.
Yep.
But as of that was time to make someone true the star in the making. So, yep. AJ.
Great match, dude. JBL had that title sit at 280 days. Wow, man. It was a great match. JBL and Cena killed it. Great storytelling. And it did a and making him a big star we all know today. So, yeah, great match. I enjoyed it.
Seriously, this is the reason why Cena's the star he is today.
Yeah, exactly.
Lucas?
You took the words out of my mouth, man. This is the reason why John Cena is the star today, because of this match for a reason. He got the title, and that's when John Cena was going at his peak. Hell, when 2006 happened, that's when John Cena was at his all-time high. And he never stopped ever since. This match proved why that he was one of the greatest of all time. And I really think that if it wasn't for this match, I really think we didn't get the John Cena we got today. I really think we would it. And with that being said, great match, and JBL had the wrong side of the ring. I think like a year later, he went after Rey Mysterio's title. Yeah, he did. He went after Rey Mysterio's title and played mind games with him. And then they had a match at Judgment Day, I believe. And
oh my God, that match was great.
That match was awesome. And
blood.
Yeah, a lot of blood. Rey Mysterio actually had blood in that match. It's kind of rare to see Rey Mysterio with blood. Yeah. With that being said, though, great match from them, and this is why John Cena is the star he is today.
Exactly.
Yep. AJ went, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Main event time. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the main event of the evening.
Hey.
Here we go. Batista defeated Triple H.
Yes.
New World Heavyweight Champion.
Great fucking match, dude.
Wow. Here we are. Batista and Triple H. Man, from Evolution to where they are now. This should have been the only time Batista and Triple H should have had a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
The only time. Batista wins the Royal Rumble match. Batista, contract signing the next night. Batista and Triple H say, go to SmackDown and get the belt off JBL. You in? Yeah. No, I'm staying on Raw and I'm getting that World Heavyweight title. Because the night before, that was leading to the Evolution split up. And I think that was the incredible way to go.
Yes. I want to talk about this.
Yes. And I did love the entrances, especially with Triple H,
With
Motorhead, and Lenny, rest in peace, we miss you. And Lenny singing that definitely was killing it. I think Triple H should have entered last, in my opinion, not Batista. But definitely won a second match of the night. The match was twice as longer than Cena and JBL's. Batista and Triple H have their match, brawling for the ages. Yeah, you even have Ric Flair choking Batista with his belt. You even have Triple H trying to pedigree Batista onto the steel steps. Them two telling their story. Batista gets Triple H bleeding. Classic. Triple H bleeding. Classic.
I mean, it's not Triple H about bleeding.
What?
It's not Triple H about bleeding. We got Shawn Michaels and Triple H referee.
Triple H bleeding in that era is definitely a classic.
Mm-hmm. It's actually that rivalry with Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah. So, with that, though, as of Triple H and Batista had their match going on, it was very close that Triple H was going to retain that title. Until then, Batista will hit the Batista bomb. 1, 2, 3. New World Heavyweight Champion. Batista, definitely a memorable photo when Batista's on top of the turnbuckle holding the title with confetti all over the place. Batista becoming the world champion. Showing that Batista is probably the biggest draw in that era. One of them. Batista got over because Batista's a believable athlete. Batista's incredible.
He is incredible.
Batista, it's fucked up that Batista Hall of Fame induction got replaced. Oh, no, it wasn't. Batista's Hall of Fame got replaced.
Hey guys, you gotta wait. What? Why?
Why? You had to induct Undertaker before Batista?
No, it's not WWE's fault, though, because he probably had a rough schedule at the time.
Yeah.
And this request to not be in the Hall of Fame right now. So, it's not
But Batista will be in the Hall of Fame in the future.
Oh, he will. Definitely, for sure. Whenever he's ready.
Batista is in my top 20 all-time favorites. This was definitely an incredible moment for Batista. And as of that, Batista and Triple H have had some incredible matches afterwards. Especially that Hell in a Cell match.
Oh, that match.
We're going to review that in the future.
Holy shit, that match. I want to talk about that match here soon.
We're going to review that match in the near future. But as of that, incredible main event, awesome main event. And let's get AJ.
Great fucking dude. I really, really enjoyed it. I loved the story of this match. Triple H killed it. Along with the Evolution contract signing, bro. It was so freaking good. It was a classic too, man. Like with Batista with that thumbs up and then he goes down. It's just perfection, bro. Perfection. I really loved it. Great match. I enjoyed it. And off the fact that Lemmy of Motorhead came out and sang Triple H's entrance theme song, which was awesome. May he rest in peace. Yeah, Wyatt, if you, yeah, I think you said Lemmy wrong. You said Lenny, it's actually Lemmy. But anyway,
I mean, same thing.
good match, and I fucking enjoyed it. What a fucking main event. What a fucking show.
Wow. Lucas.
Okay, here we go. So, and I'm not ranting about this actually. So, okay, so let me start this out with Batista won the Royal Rumble match. And last name John Cena. The odd thing is Batista and John Cena, the last two of the Rumble, and they both won their titles. And I think the last time this happened was Bianca and Rhea Ripley were the last two, and then they won their titles last year. I think that was, if I'm not mistaken. But with that being said, though, storytelling was great. The contract sign set it out one of the greatest face turns of all time, in my opinion, because the way the Batista's like, you know what, I might do this. Screw you, I'm not doing this. I want to face you because you have held me down for so long, and I want to elevate myself so I be a world champion. And
That's definitely a true face turn.
True face turn,
True
and he
face
had a
turn.
bomb through that table, which was a great one as well. And that match with Batista solidified himself also as a star. He goes to SmackDown, get dropped on SmackDown the same. I think the following week, I believe.
Yeah, him and Cena switched brands.
Yep, they switched brands, and with that, and then before that on Monday, that's when Batista had his famous machine gun entrance. Machine gun power entrance.
Not what you think, AJ.
What?
Machine gun.
Oh,
Oh,
gun.
yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah, but that following night, that was started the machine gun entrance. And then with that being said, though, great storytelling, great match, and great way to end off WrestleMania. And that world title Batista looked great on him. That world title would not be nothing without Batista and Edge. And that was the end of the Reign of Terror for Triple H, I believe.
Yeah, it was Reign of Terror.
Batista ended the Reign of Terror.
Yeah, thank you, Batista, for that. It
took him, how long? 3 years? 2 years?
It should have ended a year ago. It should have ended a year ago. It should have ended like she had a 3 with Booker T of WrestleMania. But we're not going to get into that. But my God, great match, and the right person won. So that's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Ratings.
As we are going to get ready for the ratings, I'm going to rate this Mania 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Lucas.
Despite of the women's match, despite of the sumo match, honestly, despite of those matches, all the other matches were 5-star to me, or at least 4-star to me. And this is no doubt 10 out of 10 to me because the Cena Triple H was awesome. Cena JBL was amazing. Rey Mysterio Eddie Guerrero was fucking awesome. Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels tore the house down. Undertaker and Randy Orton tore the house down. But all the other matches that tore the house down. Even the Money Bank match tore the house down.
What about the Battle Royal?
We don't count that because I'm pretty sure that doesn't exist in me. But honestly, 10 out of 10 show to me.
Wow. All right, AJ.
I'm giving a show a solid 9. I really enjoyed the show, but there was a couple of matches I didn't like that women's match, the Subo match, and also this match I don't really care about, the International Battle Royal. I didn't really care about that, but overall, great show, and I loved every match except for those two, what I just said. Oh my God, bro. Great show. I recommend watching it back. And yeah.
Yes, thank you everyone for watching the Crash and Burn Wrestling podcast. We just left we just got out of our time machine, and we are back in 2022. So hope you all enjoyed this episode. Please comment below and think about what you all enjoyed in the episode. Stay tuned for next week's episodes, which are No Mercy 2003 and Royal Rumble 2006.
Oh, I'm gonna be on for that one for sure.
Yes. So,
I made my dad's surgery on that day, but I want to talk about that Rumble.
you're doing what?
On that weekend, I know my dad's gonna have surgery, but I'm gonna talk about that Rumble because that Rumble means so much to me.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure because that was your request.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna make sure you're on. But as of that, stay tuned for more episodes. Check out all our recent episodes. Subscribe to all podcasts. Follow everybody on their socials, and hope everyone enjoyed the episode and rock on. AJ.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of the fastest rising podcast of all professional fucking wrestling, the Crash and Fucking Burn Wrestling Podcast, where we reviewed WrestleMania 21. Go follow the podcast on Instagram. Also subscribe to the Moshcast Cinematic Analysis. Also go follow our TikTok page, Crash_Mosh_analysis. And also go follow our other TikTok page, Crash and Burn Pod, where we're gonna post wrestling content very soon. And also go follow every member that you see in this episode on their socials, and the ones that didn't make it to the episode, like Jason, Josh, and etc. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and hope to see you guys next time. The Last Warrior is fucking out.
It's fucking okay.
Lucas.
All right. So watching this episode of Crash and Burn. And I don't know why I said that actually. That's how me Saga Summer White Boy. But anyways, they got to watch this episode, and yeah, I'm just gonna say about that. Let's make sure you be kind of one another. Make sure, just tell you what much that you love them. And that being said, check out a recent episode of AEW Revolution, and our upcoming episodes are Royal Rumble 2006 and No Mercy 2003. I should be there for both of those. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, let's see about that. Follow everyone on the socials. Prayers for Wyatt. He's gonna go to surgery here soon.
Tuesday.
Yeah, on Tuesday. So hope you recover, man. You know, appreciate you, man, for all you done. I hope recovery is fast. Also, say prayers also to Biggie as well. If you didn't see on Friday, he broke his neck. So prayers to him. Hopefully recovers fast.
Out for 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, that's actually not that much. Okay, I thought it was out for longer.
Yeah, but out for WrestleMania though.
That sucks. With that being said, though, yeah, just be kind of one another, and yeah. I guess so much about that, and we'll see y'all later.
All right, y'all. Bye bye.
Crash and burn!